Hello, boys and girls.
What voice is that?
It's me, Festevil Horrorbody.
Oh, no.
Somewhere in the scary land of Ohio is Te-ghoul Summerset.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm being dragged into a haunted house against my will. I'm not okay. I didn't sign the consent waiver, and I would like off the ride, please.
Well, let me tell you a scary story.
This is already a horror story.
Imagine a world where people don't vote next Tuesday.
Fuck! Go vote! Do it.
That's right. Festevil Horrorbody and Impossible Coin want you to vote.
I already voted. Tegan already voted. Polling places open early in Ohio. They're open for, basically the entire month of October. So I just went in on one of my mornings off and just went, I'm gonna do my vote thing. And it took, maybe 10 minutes at max. I think the longest thing was trying to figure out where downtown to park.
Okay, so, full disclosure, the amount of time that I invested this week in trying to think of spooky names for the various hosts of this show, so that way I could spookily tell people to go vote, was probably too high.
Wow!
Yeah.
Amazing. That just means you want the quality of the show to be good.
Yeah. Also,
so what name did you come up for yourself?
I just went with the, adding Stein to the end, which seems to be the Twitter version of I Give Up.
Brian Stein?
Yes.
Okay.
But, it happens. So everybody, Rocky Hardy's not with us this week. He was killed by werewolves. We're sorry.
To be fair, he wasn't exactly killed by werewolves. He was more turned. So we're trying to accumulate enough silver right now to actually finish him off.
That sounds Tegan, I'm out here.
We can't leave them in the wild, Brian. We have to end the epidemic.
Okay, but when you're talking about finishing somebody off, that on the internet, that usually means something else.
Oh, no, I definitely mean, murder.
Okay, all right.
I mean murder.
We're here for murder. To be clear, we are here for murder. So, Tegan.
Yeah?
What's up?
So, I don't know if you know about this, but, Red Dead Redemption 2 released this week? Or last week?
It's true.
In the last week. In the last 7 days, it has released.
From what I understand, you begin installing Red Dead Redemption 2, and when it's done installing, the Old West is over.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You, miss the entire game. Well, I've heard, of install times anywhere from, a couple hours to, 20 hours, depending on your internet and stuff. So, I rented the game. So I've got it for the next 4 days. I gotta return it on Monday. So, know.
Wait, there's a video rental place near you who rents games?
No. No, there is not. I work at GameStop, and if we have enough stock, we can check out the game. So I checked out one of the guts of Red Dead Redemption 2 because we had them on Xbox and not on PlayStation. We are out on PlayStation. It's nuts. Hopefully we get more in. But, yeah. So I checked out an Xbox copy, and we installed the game last night in 3 hours.
So how was, that experiencing that turducken of, nerd rage and entitlement? I cannot think of a more, self-fulfilled, angry at anybody who doesn't say that Red Dead will solve, all their life's problems, bunch of people. They make me afraid to go online, Tegan.
Why?
The Red Dead people.
I mean, here's what's happened, basically. So our GameStop released the game at 9 p.m. on Thursday. We had over 100 people line up to get their game.
Yep.
So I was at the front finalizing receipts with one of the seasonals. And then our manager and one other person was in the back, at the back of the store, handing out games. So you had to come to me, pay your money, and then get in another line to go pick up your game. Because there were too many people. There were so many people, it was ridiculous. And there were two main kinds of people picking up Red Dead in the last couple days. Sure. And it was, men who should be cowboys. And people in their late teens. And that's it. That's all I've seen. And they're all boys. I haven't seen a single girl come pick up Red Dead. Unless they were a mom and they're like, it's for my son, That's it. That's all I've seen. And at time of recording, I've got 2 more days of it. Cause we had to redo the schedule because so many people came in on Thursday alone. And I was supposed to work Friday and then I had Saturday and Sunday off. But I have to go in on Saturday and Sunday because so many people have come in for this game.
Wow.
It's nuts.
So there is a publication called Slant magazine.
Oh. Is everything angled?
I don't think so. I think they're hey, check out our slant on things.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's less fun.
But
I want an entire sideways magazine.
That sounds exhausting.
We print in landscape instead of portrait. Fuck you.
So Slant published the lowest review score thus far for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
And so as a result, the Red Dead weirdos, and keep in mind, their score is 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, that's an average. That's not so bad. They're yeah, this game's okay.
I mean, also keep in mind, 3.5 out of 5 on a 5-star scale is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
The problem is that, and this is something I think which is also worth talking about, is the idea of score inflation. Because of outlets, either, what they call a minimum threshold for oh, okay, well, game boots up at least 1 star. It's okay,
the bar has never been lower.
Right. The idea that that it's pretty easy to get to a score for a game that is average. So average to so many people now means terrible. Because let's say if you see a game which is scored as a 7 out of 10, what are your first thoughts, Tegan?
Pretty good, but not the best. A game that people will definitely be talking about, but may not be for everybody.
And if you see a game which is scored as a 9 out of 10, what do you think?
A game I should definitely play.
Right. So, I mean, the thing is it seems like a lot of people's expectations have been so skewed now that because of high inflation and how frequently outlets give out stuff 4-star scores or 5-star scores or 9s or 10s or what have you, that when an outlet gives something a 7 or a 3-star, that people are oh my God, you're saying that this game is the worst game ever.
No.
And it's no.
That's not how most games should be, between a 5 and a 7, I'd think.
So, people are going hard after Slant because that's the world we live in now. They're how dare you say that Red Dead is 3.5 stars? And it's like, that's, I don't know. I feel like enforced hive think is gross because it's not productive. And it means that like legitimate critical conversations about pieces of art, become harder to have because nobody wants to get dogpiled on the internet. So you end up getting like, 40, 50 reviews, which are just repackaging the same 10 ideas that won't get people, kicked in the teeth by nerds. And what good is that? What good is that?
That's not good at all.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're a fan of something, it would seem that you would want the conversation around the thing that you like to be authentic and genuine, so that way that thing that you like can get better. A good example that pops to mind is like, I don't think you would ever support dogpiling anybody for a review of Zelda.
No, absolutely not.
Right. Because like, as a fan of Zelda, you probably want to see Zelda be the best it can be, and open critical conversation is going to help Zelda grow. And like,
yeah, it's going to help it improve for sure.
Exactly. Like when I think about like the leap in between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, there are some.
Yeah, it would definitely, like, it needed that criticism to be better.
Exactly.
For sure.
And when Skyward Sword came out, there were a lot of critics who got dragged hard when they gave Skyward Sword like mediocre or bad reviews. And
it wasn't the best Zelda game for sure, but like, and it had a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
It was still fun. It just wasn't like the best Zelda. That's okay.
And I feel like people say stuff like, hey, like the tutorialization in this game is excessive, is stuff that needed to be said. And Zelda got better for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for people to not like things. It's how the world works. And your own enjoyment of something should not be in any way diminished if the internet does not offer you like a perfectly shaped echo chamber for your opinion. So settle the fuck down, enjoy your cowboy game, have a Coke and a smile, and grow the fuck up.
I mean, they could have also, not made another game. Like, that was always an option for them. So, maybe chill a bit.
Yeah. Like, you are not owed cowboys. You are not owed Ganon. You are not owed these things, internet. Like, they happen because people want to do them, and you do not need to, like, turn their art into an excuse to be poisoned. So settle down. It's just, it's the one thing that kind of like bummed me out about the release of Red Dead, because I'm really looking forward to it, and I've heard amazing things, and I know that there's stuff going on in that game, which I find fascinating from a design perspective. I just hate the fact that like, it feels like this, at this point, semi-annual tradition, because there's a few either game developers or publishers or game series that seem to bring out that kind of behavior in people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, man, like, and the thing that like further frustrates me about this behavior is so often it's around series or developers or publishers whose work I enjoy.
Oh, so then you're exposed to it all.
Right, exactly. And like, you probably know this as well, that like there is a certain segment of, say, like, Nintendo's fan base, which is fucking intolerable. There's a certain segment of Sony's fan base, which is fucking intolerable. And there's a segment of Rockstar's fan base, which is absolutely intolerable. And it's like, gross. Come on, guys. Like,
and you're just like, do I have to enjoy this thing? Because I don't know if my enjoyment of this thing is worth having to listen to all these people be asses. Yeah.
And it's like, well, if I didn't go around those corners of the internet, that I wouldn't have to see this thing. But then I'm like, oh, then I'm denying myself the pleasure of this game or whatever. And then it kind of like backs into this whole like other conversation about like, well, what is actually worth doing online? It's like, well, maybe having an Egg McMuffin show up to your door is worth it, but maybe not going where people talk to each other. Maybe I could stop there. Get an Egg McMuffin brought to me, but not go to where people talk to each other. And that'll be happier. Well, I'm glad to hear that the game release was not a total disaster and that like nobody had a knife fight over whether or not it's the best best game ever.
Not yet. No knife fights yet.
No.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to Impossible Coin, where the best we can promise is no knife fights yet. What else is going on?
So the same night that Red Dead came out, My Hero Wants Justice also came out. So I get to talk about anime, but in the context of video games.
Okay.
Huzzah! So I pre-ordered it, and I took it home, and I played it a little bit. I haven't played around a ton, cause I don't know if you know this, Brian, but let me tell you a secret. I'm really bad at fighting games.
You cannot be any worse than me.
I'm really bad. So like there's a story mode. It's all Japanese audio, which does not bother me at all. Cause I'm just like, haha, I know all these voices. I know sort of what they're saying. Like there's still subtitles and stuff, but like I have that background, so like it doesn't bother me. That there's no like English option. But like I played a little bit. I did like 2 matches of the story mode. The first part of the story mode is like, hey, you're playing as Deku in the story mode, duh, cause he's the main character. And it's like, hey, here's how you use your controls. And obviously you're doing this because you don't know how to use your power yet. So like, while I feel like the tutorial part has the option of being very condescending, it's not because of the context of the story. It's just like, oh yeah, you don't know how to use your powers yet. Of course. So here's the tutorial on how you use your powers.
Jeez.
It's okay. It makes sense.
What platform did you get the game for?
Switch.
Okay.
Got it on my Switch.
Now, that game has online play, right?
Yes.
Have you gone online?
No.
So you have no reports yet on how big the online player base is and how the net code is?
Not yet. I'll probably go online in probably by next week. 'Cause first it's just like, how do I move and jump and do grabs? And like, I want to play as my favorite characters. So like, how do they move? So like, I did a versus battle last night between myself and the CPU.
Okay.
And I played as Todoroki Shoto, the best hot cold boy. And I made his team, Momo, Yaoyozuru, and, Uraraka, 'cause they're my favorite girls. They're so good. And then I fought against Bakugo with Kaminari and, he's the electric Pikachu boy. And, fucking, what's his name? Red Riot dude. What's his name? Kirishima! That's his name. His quirk is hardening. Like, he gets all, like, rocky looking. Like, he gets all I don't know how to explain it. He gets all jagged when he hardens up, because he becomes, like, all of his, like, round surfaces become, like, pointy, if that makes sense. And then, like, it's like a defense. It's like a shield thing. So, it's basically a walking shield.
So are these things called quirks?
Yes, they're called quirks.
So
your superpower is called your quirk.
So if somebody rolled up on you and said, my quirk is hardening, what would you think?
There are, I know where you're going with that.
Hey, look, this car is in park.
I don't believe you. I think this is going down, naughty lane, and I don't appreciate it, because Kirishima's a good boy.
Well, I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying that there is a context that allows for people to say the sentence, my quirk is hardening.
My quirk is hardening, yeah. And it's not perverted.
It is a chance, though, for the perverts to shine, for better or for worse. You know, it seems like trouble. Man.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a guy in the manga whose quirk, is that he becomes really powerful only after he's been embarrassed. And the greater the embarrassment, the more powerful he becomes.
Okay, so in theory, that guy could walk up to people and say, my quirk is hardening, and then get powerful.
Right, basically. What he does, actually, is he's like, nothing is worth it anymore, so I'm gonna be a villain. And so what he does is he walks in front of a ladies' department store and flashes them. Like, full on, like, trench coat, fedora thing, and he just whips open his coat, and all these women scream, and he goes, this is so embarrassing, and then becomes super powerful. And then he's quickly apprehended by heroes.
Okay. So it's scalable for him. Like, the more embarrassed he gets.
Yeah. The more powerful he becomes. So, like, if you have a really strong shame reflex, that's probably a good quirk to have. Anyway, so Todoroki Shoto's quirk is half hot, half cold. He's got half of his body can produce fire powers, and the other half produces ice powers. Momo's quirk is creation, where literally she can create anything that she understands the chemical makeup of, and assuming she also, and her body uses the fat in her body, the lipids, to produce that item. So she has to eat a lot of food. And then she's basically like a walking mukbang. It's great. And then Ochako's quirk is anti-gravity, where she or zero gravity, where whatever she touches with her five of her fingers just floats away. Gravity doesn't affect it anymore. Yay!
So can she do it with a combination of fingers from both hands, or does it all have to be on one hand?
So far, it's all gotta be one hand.
Okay. So, not yet established whether or not if she, like, gets 2 fingers from one hand and 3 fingers from another hand.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
That might be, like, an upgrade thing, because they're in hero training school, so, like, they have to use their quirks a lot, so they can kind of expand, like, the limits of it. And right now she's working on making herself float. So, because otherwise, when she uses her quirk, if she's suspending too much weight, she gets nauseous. And if she's suspending herself, she gets nauseous.
Now, does she have to touch herself with 5 fingers?
I mean, she just puts her hands together.
Oh, okay, that works. That works.
Yeah, she just goes poop, and then she can release it. And to release it, she has to touch all of her fingers together and say release.
Huh.
And then it'll drop whatever it is.
Now, Tegan, looking here at the show doc, I believe that you have anime to talk about.
I do have anime to talk about.
Now, I'm sorry that I am not the best anime conversationalist. I'm not your best anime enabler.
That's okay.
But what it specifically says is that you feel called out by this anime, and I'm here to provide support.
Okay, so a latecomer to the anime fall season is a show called Tsurune, which is an onomatopoeic sound in Japanese, and it's the sound that a arrow makes when it hits a hay target. It's that thwack sound, basically.
Uh-huh.
And so this is a show about a high school Japanese traditional archery team. So it's your sport anime of the season. Last week, I recommended, Run with the Wind as your good boy sport anime. This is a better boy sport anime. So I have been personally attacked by Suderne because it starts out with your team of boys already assembled. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's like, oh yeah, the high school team is just now starting, and here are all the people who are going to be in it. We've got our 5-man team, and we've got 3 girls. Because Japanese archery doesn't have gender classes in it, boys and girls compete against each other. So you only needed 5 people to have a club in Japanese high schools, and we've already got 8. So even if the main character doesn't join the team can still go. We don't need him. Fuck it. Basically. So that's always a good start to an anime. My first blatant call out, I will now present to you in the chat, and it just made everything go weird, and I apologize, is this boy right here, who's got the same haircut as the Hitachi twins, which were my first 2 favorite anime characters, like, as an adult. He's a little shit. His name's not Kachan, though. That's his cousin's name. His name is something else. I don't know what it is. I don't remember it, because I just see him and I get happy. He's a little fuck, and I like it. He's like, he's silly. Like, you can tell he's like the silly character, but not the Genki character. Like, he's the one who's gonna be like pulling pranks and stuff, and that makes me happy. And then I got called out again in the opening episode, in the OP, where this is the rival team right here, and you see these two redheaded twin boys. 2 redheaded twin boys. All my favorite twins are gingers. Fred and George and the Hitachis. So I'm fucking attacked. I'm attacked right there. We haven't even met those boys. And I'm being attacked. And then, they introduced one of the girls on the archery team. Look at her. Brian, look at her. Do you see her?
I do. I'm also probably not understanding how the world works anymore. What do you mean it's attacking you?
It's attacking me! My wallet is being assaulted at this point. I don't even know if there's merch yet, and I'm being assaulted. I would spend hundreds of dollars. I would spend thousands of dollars on these archery boys. Do you see? I'm being attacked. But also, look at that girl! I'm being called out! That's me! That's me, Brian! That's what I look like! That's what I look like! That's me! You're like, that is not you, Tegan. Yes, it is. When I was watching this anime the other night, I put my hair in pigtails because I was trying to be cute. And I was like, wow, that's exactly what I look like today. Because that's what I look like. I got ginger hair and bright green eyes. My hair's that long right now. It was scary. I was just like, wow, I'm so attacked. I'm in this anime. Wow. So yeah. So now my wallet's been assaulted and I owe apparently Suderne thousands of dollars that, don't exist yet because I have to buy merchandise that also doesn't exist yet.
I have late breaking news that may be relevant to you.
Yeah?
As you may know, Paris Games Week is going on right now.
Yeah.
And, there is a presentation going on about the future plans for Soul Calibur.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And they have announced who will be the second guest character joining the game. Joining Geralt.
Yeah?
And
Link?
It is not Link.
Ah.
It is, in fact, 2B from Nier Automata.
What? Really?
Yep.
Oh my god!
She'll be coming with multiple outfits, full sets of swords.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's so good!
There will be a Nier Automata stage with its own music, the whole bit.
Ooh.
And she will
I'm being attacked by Soul Calibur 2 right now, or whatever. Which Soul Calibur is it?
What's
6?
that? Yep.
Soul Calibur 6?
Yep.
Wow, I'm being attacked.
So she comes with her dual blades, the Virtuous Contract and Virtuous Treaty. Yeah, wow.
Oh, wow. Does she get the pod? Does the pod show up?
She does.
She gets the pod! Oh my god. Does 9S come? Can 9S come?
They have not said whether or not they're going to have some 9S, but I think that, like, as far as, like, guest characters go for a fighting game, 2B is fucking great. Like,
2B's perfect!
Yes, especially for Soul Calibur, a weapons-based fighter, like, super good choice.
Wow. I support this. Oh, no! They gonna ship. They're in the same game now, they can interact. Geralt X 2P.
That's right, everybody. The Witcher is going to do a kissing.
9S will get all sad. Oh no.
So, yeah,
wow.
I figured
that is late breaking news. That's relevant to my interest.
Yep. I was like, oh, this is a thing that's literally happening right now as we record. They're putting fucking 2B into Soul Calibur. That seems good. That seems
very good.
Yep.
That's a good choice. Wow. What a time to be alive. Wow.
I wouldn't say this news crosses that threshold, but I think it's good.
The only way they could make this better is if they also would announce that please bring Nier Automata to the Switch. Please. I want to play it everywhere.
I feel like that's coming. I
want to play it everywhere.
I feel like that is inevitable. I mean, like, a lot of Japanese publishers, as they're, like, rushing to get stuff for the Switch, because they're like, shit, we didn't have a whole bunch of stuff in development for the Switch because we weren't anticipating it succeeding, are now, like, trying to get stuff together as quickly as possible for the Switch.
Yeah.
Like, Capcom just announced, we are pleased to announce that Resident Evil 1 and 4 are coming to the Switch.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. I mean, because we know that you keep a team constantly working on porting Resident Evil 4 to anything.
And everything available.
Yeah, like, I can literally buy Resident Evil 4 for my phone. I can buy it. I think you can get it on microwaves now. Like,
I mean, probably.
Skyrim,
your smart fridge.
Yep. Skyrim wish it was ported to as many devices as Resident Evil 4. It just, I'm like, okay, that checks out. Resident Evil 4 on the Switch. That felt inevitable.
The neat thing is, so this was also published earlier this week. This isn't part of the news. This is just something I saw that I thought was interesting. Since its release, there have been over 1,200 games released in Europe and 800 games released in Japan for the Switch.
Yep.
That's a lot of games.
Yep.
That's like, Nintendo has no games, my fucking ass. Jesus. That's so many games.
I definitely think that they're as far as, like, stuff on their platform, in a good and getting better position. The one thing that, like, they just had a little bit of a stumble as far as messaging this summer, but I think that, like, anybody who says that there's nothing to do on that platform just isn't looking, you know?
Right. They're not trying.
Yeah, it's like there's plenty of stuff to do. Like, now we can have a conversation around, like, specific kinds of games. Say, like, hey, I'd like to play genre X, and it's not really well represented on the Switch. That's a conversation that I am, like, willing to entertain, but I think that there are... Yeah, exactly.
That's a conversation I expect to have. Like, hey, I want to play this style of game, and it's not available. Okay, what could you then do? What games do you think Nintendo specifically needs to try and acquire to make it feel like that genre is well represented?
Like, one that does pop to mind is, like, CRPGs. Stuff like Obsidian or Wasteland or Tyranny. You know, like classic 3/4 perspective RPGs where you can do literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And admittedly, those aren't well represented on consoles in general, but PS4 and Xbox are starting to make sure that, like, you'll see some representation in, like, these. Actually, I shouldn't say they're trying to but, like, those developers and those publishers are starting to explore the CRPG space for consoles. And I think that, like, at least there was, like, one CRPG announced for Switch recently. I think it was Wasteland 2. Was it Wasteland? Like, now if I don't double check. if I don't find out right now, I will literally fucking die.
Nice.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure you have been in this position before.
Yep.
Yep, Wasteland 2 is on the Switch. Okay. All right, cool. So there is at least one CRPG on the Switch, but it's also the one CRPG on the Switch. Mm-hmm. So, like, there are some specific genres that are underrepresented, but, like, as far if you're just like, can't find nothing to fucking do, it's like, no. If you can't say that, you're not trying.
You're not trying. There's something to do.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say, like, I've run out of CRPGs, then I'm like, okay, fair. Like, there are genres you could say, I've run out of this genre. But if you're just saying, like, I've run out of things to do, suck it. You know, like, you're...
Right. You need to try harder.
Tegan, we find ourselves in an unfortunate position with the show doc here, which is that normally, you have someone here to enable you with your Mario Party bullshit. Unfortunately,
That's not you.
That's correct. And so I offer you this. I offer you what I would like to call the hashtag Great Mario Party Truce of 2018 in the effort of producing a better program. So why don't you tell us about Mario Party?
Okay. So Alex and I have been playing Mario Party mostly exclusively on the 2-player team mode, where we can both team up against the computer, because fuck the computer, and Luigi's a cheating whore, okay? So now, in order to unlock all the stuff, we have to start playing the other modes. So, we tried the river raft thing, which would be so much easier if we had 4 actual players and not 2 players and 2 CPUs, because the 2 CPUs, while their intelligence has been turned up for the minigame part, they still suck at controlling the raft. It's very frustrating. But we've made it down a couple of, like, the paths and stuff, and the minigames in the river rafting part are different from the games in the Mario Party game board part. So that's been kind of refreshing too. Is it's like, there are a lot of more games. There are a lot more games than I thought there were. And there's like there's like a thing called like a sound studio, a sound stage, I don't remember. But it's like a rhythm game that's kind of like Just Dance, but not. You have to like do specific motions in time with the game to get points, and man, am I bad at that. Like, wow, I'm bad at that. Alex is really good at it, but I'm really bad. So, that's been kind of frustrating. But we have to beat all of that too, and now we have to play against each other. And we don't care who wins, as long as it's one of us. And let me tell you what, if you're playing with Mario as a CPU, the game will do its damnedest to make Mario win. Don't let Mario be a CPU. Just like Luigi's a fucking cheating whore when he's an ally person, Mario's a fucking cheating whore at the game, cause it's his goddamn party and he's gonna win. We were 10 turns in and he had 5 stars. It was amazing.
Now I have this vision of, like, Mario is this, like, really weird, like, evil, despotic king who keeps on, like, throwing parties for himself, so that way people scared of him will just lose at the games?
I mean, it's more like the Toads are trying to appease the evil, despotic king.
Okay.
And will move the star closer to him so that he can get it.
I'm here for this version of the fiction. Like, If Mario Party is kind of like the representation of the darker side of Mario, like, it's like Mario is a bad person, and like Bowser has been trying to rescue Peach from Mario for years.
Right.
And we just don't know it. And when Peach cries out, Mario, she's crying out in fear, trying to, like, let everybody know he's near. She's not calling to him. She's announcing his presence to everyone else.
Yes.
Like, oh, man. All right.
But we did, Alex and I, our last, like, team game for it. We played as Bowser and Bowser Jr., the father-son dream team that everyone deserves. But because all of the boards have, like one of the boards has, like, the swamps on it, and another one has, like, these, like, stone tablets that, like, fall over, they're basically run by the villains. And whenever you come up, they're like, Lord Bowser Jr., I really hate to do this, but I do have to ask you for 3 coins in order to pass, please. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And then you give it to him and he's like, yep, I hate to do it to you. Okay. And, like, if you can't pay, they won't jump on you. 'Cause they're just like, oh, that's too bad. I guess you can't go through. And all the villains are like, Lord Bowser Jr. wants to take me on his quest? Okay! So cute. Like, wow, Bowser's maybe a really good king, and all of his subjects are really, like, loyal and gentle. What the hell? So I feel like that also feeds into our yes. Mario is an evil despot theory.
Oh, man. Like, alright, and I know that there has been this long-standing fic about the idea that, like, Wario is just Mario from the future. What if Wario is Mario from the past, and he's just gotten better about image control?
Ooh, he, like, lost 800 pounds and
got a nose job and, and
got some sleep.
Yeah. Which I still don't know where fucking Waluigi fits in all of this.
Waluigi just shows up to play games. He doesn't
seems
have
like
a game
an
on his
alright
own,
dude.
and he doesn't have lore on his own. Like, his wiki stuff is just like, one day Wario invited him to play tennis with Mario when he was invited, and he said sure, and that was it. Now he's just invited.
Yeah.
It's like not wanting to put Breath of the Wild Zelda in Smash. Like, he's just not a fighter. He's a lover.
Well, don't tell the Waluigi internet, because if you think that the Red Dead internet is bad, if you think the hardcore Zelda internet is bad, the Waluigi internet is the worst.
I'm well aware that the Waluigi internet is the worst.
Oh, those people.
That's in the Nintendo internet. I'm familiar with it.
Oh my god, the various sub-kingdoms of intolerable in the Nintendo internet. It's like, alright, okay, over here we have the bronze medalist. The Metroid people! Thank you, Metroid people. Over here we have the silver medalist. The Zelda people. And you know who you are. Very specifically, you know who you are. Over here, the gold medalist, the Waluigi people. And then the platinum medalist, the Earthbound nerds.
Woo! And they're like screaming because they don't understand that this is like a bad award. And they're like, does that mean Earthbound's coming to Switch? And everyone's like, no.
Reggie, just give us Mother 3.
Reggie, just give them Mother 3, please. They'll be quiet, I promise.
Oh my god, can you imagine if Reggie
minutes.
just finally gave them Mother 3?
I want them to give them Mother 3 like it's nothing. Like they just do like a trailer at E3 and it's just like, and everyone's like, this looks like Mother 3. And all it says, Mother 3 available on Switch now. That's it. And they just never address it again. They don't talk about it in interviews. They don't do anything. They're just like, Mother 3 available on Switch now.
Like,
that's it.
Or how about the fuck you release of Mother 3, like, where it's like, Mother 3, available in a 2-pack with Urban Champion for the NES.
Yes.
For $80.
Yes. They'd buy it. They'd find a way.
Yeah, and they're like, oh man, so you're saying I have to buy Urban Champion for $80? Like, you guys don't even release NES games anymore. And, like, no one liked we know. We know everyone thinks that Urban Champion is a very bad game. Congrats, you need to buy Urban Champion in order to get Mother 3. Oh.
You could also get the Earthbound pack for $180. That's a savings of of $12 of buying all the games separately.
Yep. But, and what's even better is that when you buy the Earthbound pack for $180, you get Wrecking Crew for the NES as well.
Nice.
Yep.
And you get a Mr. Saturn squish toy. A stress ball sort of thing.
Tegan, if I own a Mr. Saturn squish toy, am I a bad person?
No! Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool! I was just thinking it'd be a nice pre-order bonus.
I have a very nice plush Mr. Saturn. He's a good boy. Mr.
Saturn is a good boy.
I also have a plush Negative Man from Mother 3.
A plush Negative Man?
Yeah, Negative Man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's an enemy in Mother 3 who's not having a good time. I mean, you can probably tell that from his name. So I guess we're going to transition, and this is entirely accidental and unintentional, from talking about Mario Party into talking about cancer.
What?
So Roman Reigns.
Wait, is this a wrestling thing?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a wrestling thing. Okay, I'm in the right mindset now. I can comment.
Okay, so Roman Reigns, the recently crowned Universal Champion of WWE, who has been hated by a bunch of terrible nerds for quite some time, like the kind of people who make the Earthbound nerds look tolerable, because they hate Vince McMahon and they hate the booking. He finally got to be Universal Champion, and he comes out on Monday night. A bunch of the crowd is booing him because they're like, "Fuck you, Roman! Like, you've been force fed down our throats." And he's like, "I have to vacate the title, and I have to leave." And
everyone's like, "Yay!" Because they don't want to listen to the full explanation.
And he's like, "Yep, because I've got leukemia."
Oh no! Yeah. And then everyone's like, "I feel shitty for cheering."
Right. So he revealed that he first had leukemia at 22, which nobody ever knew, and that he had been in remission for 11 years, and then it's back. And he's vacating the title so that way he can get treatment. And then it just to listen to the arena go from booing to standing chants of "Thank you, Roman." And I'm like, man, you guys, he was always good. He was always okay. I realize that you don't like the booking. I realize you don't like Vince, but this guy's all right. It's kind of
he's a good dude. You guys are just shitty.
Yeah. It's like going into a place and shitting on the guy at the counter because you don't like the manager. It's just, come the fuck on. I don't like Vince either, but Roman's okay. And it's so sad, he's got kids, and there was that was the first thing I thought about when he made this announcement was I thought about his kids, because his kids are young, and in the long scheme of the long scheme of things, I think at least one of his kids is young enough that they're not even going to remember when their dad was champ, but they are going to remember the scary time where dad was super sick, and
and why won't he get better, and why do we have to keep going to the doctor's office all the time?
Right. And I don't know, I'm pulling for him. I went and did the thing where I pulled up the graph, when leukemia comes back, when it's when it resurfaces after remission, what are the survival rates for remission after this long a period, at this age, after this long a period of remission. And I have to hope that because he's in super good shape, because he's a full-time wrestler, that hopefully being in super good shape will help him, with his treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, he's got like a 47% chance of survival.
That's terrifying.
That's like a fucking coin flip, Tegan. Can you imagine that shit?
That's less odds than a coin flip.
Yeah. Like, damn. I also think that if he beats this, when he comes back, he'll never be booed again.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna boo the guy who gave up the title so he could go fight cancer? Like, that'd be real shitty.
There was one guy in the crowd, when he was walking out, there was one dude in the crowd who, like, yelled at him, like, from the front row, "You still suck, this changes nothing." And I'm like, who's this fucking... And I'm
who's
like,
that asshole?
Like, I'm like, where do you... Oh...
The audacity.
Yeah. Oh.
How do you get off thinking that's okay?
Yeah. I don't even know, man. It was a weird feels because it kind of like... I think it's easy, and I wish people wouldn't do it. Like, because wrestling is a work, and it's not a shoot, meaning like... that, like, because results are scripted and stuff, like, and because these people play characters on television, I feel like it's so easy for some people to, and I think this is very unfortunate, forget that these people are people, which is gross. And it was just like, what a shitty reminder that we should always be considering these folks and the way we react to them. I think it's fair to say that we here at Impossible Coin are pulling for you, Roman. Get better. Would you like to talk about some news? I think there's some good news in here this week. I'm certain that there's at least 2 good pieces of news this week.
As long as there are at least 2 good pieces of news this week, I'm down.
Okay. Rockstar is certain that politics are hard and that they're cowards. So, co-founder of Rockstar, Dan Houser, is thankful that Grand Theft Auto 6 is not anywhere near completion and won't be coming out by the end of the Donald Trump presidency. He said, "It's really unclear what we would even want to do with it, let alone how upset people would get with whatever we did." He said to GQ, Hauser says that both sides of the political spectrum are at a point it's hard to satirize either side in GTA 6 without seeming out of touch. Both intense liberal progression and intense conservatism are very militant and angry. Scary, but also strange. And some of the stuff you see is straightforwardly beyond satire. It would be out of date within 2 minutes. Come on, Hauser. Like, what the fuck? Like,
what?
Political satire has always been challenging, hard work, and to do it well is always difficult. Political satire has never been easy. It's been around for hundreds of years. Possibly thousands of years, but I don't want to speak out of turn. But, fucking Gulliver's Travels is primarily political satire. And I think the issue here is that, political satire in the Grand Theft Auto games has always been bad. It's never been good. So I think that the problem is that Hauser knows that if they go in there and they do their usual GTA political satire bullshit, that what will instead happen is they will
make a bunch of people mad. Right,
which means that they will then not sell all of the copies, but then only most of the copies. So, alright, it's I get it, Hauser. This has nothing to do with, oh, this is beyond satire. We have no idea, it's more we'd like to make all of the money. So instead we're going to hedge our bets and not release Grand Theft Auto right now and talk about how, like, oh, wow, like, everything's beyond satire. And, everyone is so militant. It just...
Roll my eyes.
It just smacks of cowardice.
It does.
Ugh. Tegan, what's going on?
Q1 fiscal 2019 report shows Microsoft's doing pretty good. Surprising no one. So the Xbox hardware review grew 94% this quarter, thanks to the One X. While gaming revenue is up 44%, thanks largely to third-party games. Xbox Live active users have also gone up to 57%, or 57 million this quarter from 53 last. Woo! That's a lot of people. All in all, Microsoft's gaming business reports $2.7 billion in revenue for the quarter. Compared to $1.9 billion from Q1 in 2018.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's 1.8 billion. That's almost double.
That's whew.
It's almost double. Microsoft CEO
Satya Nadella.
Thank you. Satya Nadella announced that a big part of Microsoft's future gaming plans includes, quote, bringing Game Pass to the PC. Though details are sparse, this presumably means that Microsoft wants to deliver a service where players can play select games for an unlimited amount of time, so long as they subscribe to a monthly fee. And that's how it's currently going on Xbox. Microsoft also formally announced plans to leverage hardware for streaming, with at least one upcoming Scarlett console reportedly designed to be streaming only. This upcoming hardware could take advantage of both xCloud and Game Pass, cutting out the need for physical game purchases entirely. And this is the first formal acknowledgement that one of the consoles in the Scarlett line would be streaming only. Dun dun dun! I'm not, like, a fan of streaming only, but...
Well, considering that they're planning on launching the Scarlett line with, like, 3 different boxes at launch...
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely going to be, like, should we start calling these things next boxes yet? Like, is that cute? Is that too cute a name? Because, they're going to be the next Xbox. They're next boxes.
Next boxes. I like it. I think that's good.
There's going to be the streaming only box, and then there's going to be the basic version of the console, and then there's going to be, like, the souped up version of the console. So it's like, what would have happened if, like, the Xbox One S and X had launched together on the day one? And I think that's a good thing. Like, I'm a big fan of consumer choice, and figuring out how people want to interact with, like, their games. Like, the leadership that Phil Spencer is providing the Xbox division is obviously paying dividends. That it cannot be understated, like, how big the impact he is having and that leadership is having, because they are growing their game business at a point in a console's life cycle that traditionally platform holders are focusing on whatever their next console is going to be. Usually by this point during a console's life cycle, people are like, okay, like, what is the next box going to look like? When are we launching that next box? And I feel like they have done a lot of work in, like, building customer loyalty and building customer interest now, as opposed to just waiting for a next machine to make it all better.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think will help them launch with a lot more interest. I can tell you, I'm a heck of a lot more interested in whatever their next console is going to be than whatever Sony's next console is going to be. Because I feel like that whatever the next Sony console is going to be is just going to be a more powerful PlayStation. And that is the entire definition of what the next PlayStation will be. It's just like, it's a PlayStation, but better.
But even better.
Yeah, but I don't think that we understand the scope of whatever a next box represents yet, which is interesting to me. So, continue surprising us, Microsoft. It's fun to keep track of this shit. Like, I am totally...
I'm intrigued. I think many of us are intrigued.
Yes.
And that's something I haven't felt with Microsoft in a while. Is like, ooh.
Like, especially when you think about all those studios that they bought this year. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we bought all these cool studios. These are all now, like, Microsoft first-party studios. Like, when all of this stuff finally hits together, when we have, like, the full idea of what their hardware plans are, when we have the full idea of what their services plans are, because, like, right now, their services are really good. Like, the shit you get for being an Xbox Live Gold member is fantastic. Like, and especially also it's just as, like, a way to, like, contrast the value proposition with Sony. Like, Sony's like, yeah, we're retiring giving away PS3 and Vita games as part of PlayStation Plus. And Microsoft is like, nah, we're just going to give away Xbox 360 games forever and just make sure that, like, we grow the backwards compatibility library on the Xbox One, so that way all of you who, you know, put away your 360 years ago could still play whatever game you get for free for the 360 on your Xbox One. So at this point, you're getting, like, for Xbox Gold, 4 games a month, plus Xbox Game Pass, you know, allows for, as a default standard, the ability to download and play offline. So for $10 a month, you're able to, like, download and play a pretty good library, which includes all of their first party stuff on day one. Mm-hmm. You know, like, there were people who were getting stuff like State of Decay and Sea of Thieves and Forza, you know, the day it came out, and just as a part of Game Pass, which is, like, really close to what that, like, Netflix experience feels like. So when they start having those, like, you know, dividends getting paid by these moves with their software, I think that the value proposition is probably going to feel pretty inescapable for people. Like, ooh, wow, I probably should have an Xbox because all the cool stuff happening there. I know this is a conversation we occasionally fall into on this show, but, like, as far as, like, visions for their platform, who are you excited by? Like, we'll call it, like, the next 2 years, by the most. Like, are you most interested in Sony's next 2 years, Microsoft's next 2 years, and Nintendo's next 2 years? Like, who's got your interest? Who's got you fascinated?
I'm excited by, I don't know if it's the next 2 years for Microsoft, but, like, the next 5 years for Microsoft.
Okay.
Like, I feel like 2 years is a little too short-sighted.
Okay.
For me. Cause, like, I don't see them releasing the new console in the next, like, 2 years. But the next 5 years, like, as more stuff comes out about it, I'm interested to see what that is. Sony, I think, is gonna drop the ball real hard. Like, they totally kicked Microsoft's ass when they were like, hey, you wanna see how we share a game? You pass the game. Like, that was it. You don't have to be always online. Like, that, I think, was a really important learning opportunity for Microsoft. And I feel like they've grown a lot as far as, like, okay, no, this is how we actually need to treat our customers. And I feel like PlayStation now really needs to catch up.
Yep.
Like, they had that 15 minutes of glory, and now they've just completely dropped the ball.
It feels like the dominance that they have in this position in the market right now is all based on stuff that they were doing, like, 3-4 years ago.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And even when they make a good move right now, it still feels like either half-assed or reluctant. Like, when like, crossplay came to Fortnite, it was like, okay, fine. You know?
Right. I guess we'll do crossplay. And you're like, that's not how you should be treating this.
And the fact that it's still only for Fortnite makes it pretty fucking clear that, like, there was just some guy in a room with a graph who's like, okay, if we let them have Fortnite, maybe this will go away. Like, there are still no other games that have been added to crossplay for PlayStation, other than Fortnite. Or like, meanwhile, that list grows by the day on the Xbox and the Switch, the number of games that talk to each other on those two platforms. But the only game that talks to those other platforms is Fortnite. It's like absolutely mystifying why you wouldn't want to have, say, Rocket League or Minecraft not talking to those other platforms.
Right.
You know, just from like a customer experience perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go. I
was going to say, considering that like Rocket League has the biggest install base on the PlayStation, because when Rocket League came out, what was it at this point, like 3 years ago? It launched as a PS Plus game, so everybody with PlayStation Plus got Rocket League for free. I feel like all those people would feel super grateful to all of a sudden like have a even bigger pool of players to play with.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
Yep.
I think, I don't know. I feel like PlayStation needs to take a good, long, hard look at themselves and how they're handling customer stuff. Because they're going to be, at this rate, like, it's only going to be like, the only reason you get a PlayStation is so you can play your JRPGs. And as more of those move to Xbox, like, as a double release, you're just, why would you get a PlayStation?
And I think that the answer right now increasingly feels like the answer you would have given for why would you buy a Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like you would look at like just what the general customer experience was like as a Wii U owner, where it's like, man, like the friends features suck, like the network sucks. The third party releases for the Wii U are either A, available elsewhere, or B, bad. And people would be like, well, why do you own a Wii U? And the answer was first party titles. I own a Wii U for first party Nintendo titles. And it's like, well, why would you intentionally buy the PlayStation platform right now? And it's like, well, first party Sony titles are kind of a big deal. You know, like your God of Wars, your Last of Us Part 2. So like I see like it's weird because while Sony seems to be fucking everything else up, I feel like their first party releases have probably never been so consistent. Like their first party stuff right now is really good, but I can't think of many other reasons to engage with their platform.
Right, yeah.
Don't become a Wii U. Don't do it.
We're watching you. We have feelings. Don't fuck it up.
Some of them are strongly held.
Many of them are strongly held.
It's true. So, in some not so great news, Jade Raymond is leaving Electronic Arts. Jade Raymond has left EA, the company announced last Tuesday. Raymond joined EA in 2015 and founded the Montreal-based Motive Studio. Samantha Ryan, who runs EA's mobile, Maxis, and BioWare studios, will take over at Motive. EA says that Ryan will oversee all of EA's North American developers, except for Respawn and EA Sports. EA released a press release, which I will summarize with the following noise.
I appreciate it.
Yep, but this is what it said. With this change, Jade Raymond has decided to leave Electronic Arts. In her time with us, Jade helped to build great teams, and our projects underway at Motive and other studios continue unchanged. We're appreciative of all of her efforts, and we wish Jade all the best as she moves on to her next adventure. We are driving greater creativity into everything we do across EA Studios, and we look forward to sharing more in the months to come. Yeah.
That seems like that's a good.
So it seems to be that EA has a talent for hiring incredibly high-profile, strong resume lead producers who are women and then chewing them up and spitting them out.
Basically.
You know, like, I feel like we did this story literally less than fucking 6 months ago about Amy Hennig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when Hennig was at Visceral leading that new Star Wars game, and it was like, okay, and now she's chewed up and spit out. And now here is Jade Raymond, the fucking lead producer for the Assassin's Creed series. Like, Jade Raymond figured out a formula for Ubisoft to print money in the form of the Assassin's Creed series. She was the lead producer on that. She was one of the head creatives on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am absolutely fucking baffled. Like, EA brought in the woman behind Uncharted and the woman behind Assassin's Creed, and as opposed to just letting them loose to do their thing, like, absolutely fucking baffled. Absolutely fucking baffled. Like, I'm looking forward, because they hired, as part of this, like, hot tradition, they brought in January of last year, Kim Swift, who was at Valve and worked on, Half-Life 2 and Portal and Left 4 Dead. So I wonder, how long will it take for them to chew up and spit out Kim Swift? Like, when can we expect the "we have chewed up and spit out Kim Swift" press release, so that way we can complete the fucking trifecta? Like, are there any more out there that they can hire and then, like, never actually release a game from, and then...
Right, why do they just kill people? They kill people in studios. Fuck EA.
Also, like, saying that, like, Samantha Ryan, who currently oversees Maxis, like, alright, yes, EA does have a healthy mobile division, which releases bad games that make a lot of money, but, yes, but BioWare right now is all Anthem. Like, every hand on deck in BioWare is Anthem.
Right.
And BioWare will live or die by Anthem. But, like, Maxis ain't shit right now. Like, all Maxis is, as near as I can tell, is a garbage factory for cranking out DLC for The Sims. So, like, oh, she oversees Maxis. That trash factory for Sims DLC. Like, so, like, saying that, like, Samantha Ryan oversees everything except for, all North American studios except for EA Sports and Respawn. It's like, yes, we've let her be in charge of everything except for where the real money is.
Yeah, right. That's like, that's so shitty. That's like an underhanded female promotion.
And like
I don't know.
Yeah, and I could definitely see their, like, half-assed reason for making sure to include this, like, so-called promotion for Samantha Ryan in the news that Jade Raymond left. It's like, see, Jade is gone, but look, Samantha's in charge of everything except for the stuff that matters.
Right.
You're like, Tegan, do you have any other good news?
Do I have any other good news? Well, let me tell you what. Pokemon Go, your favorite game, is going to be tracking your steps, like, accurately, which is exciting. So Niantic announced Adventure Sync, which is a new platform that'll turn all the steps recorded by your smartphone or fitness tracker into data that Pokemon Go can use and reward you for. So, according to Niantic, the studio, a recent international survey of nearly 2,000 players found that 70% felt the game had motivated them to walk more than they would normally, and 64% said that playing the game motivated them to leave the house and head out into the wild. Surprise! Nobody is shocked. On top of that, 47% indicated that they felt their physical activity level had increased since they started playing the game. So, yeah. So the new gameplay system is going to sync in the background with iOS Health Kit and Android Google Fit and give players access to a weekly summary that highlights distance traveled on foot and other stats including calories burned or steps counted if their device makes those available. And it'll roll out to trainers worldwide soon. So all this is going to work in the background. So you can have your phone, like the screen can be dark and it'll still track all your steps, and it'll send you alerts on your Fitbit or whatever when eggs hatch and when you earn candy with your walking buddy and the whole thing. This is great. This is amazing. This is so good. I'm excited. I might get a Fitbit for this.
I feel like this is a really cool thing. Like, I feel like there are very, very few video games out there that have had like a noticeable and measurable positive influence on player health.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Pokemon Go is probably at the top of that list. So creating like more formal tools to allow their users to engage with it in that way, I think is super cool. So like, good on you, Niantic. Like, I like this. Like,
this is good stuff.
This
is hope.
Yeah. Like, so between like Microsoft making more money for treating their customers better and Niantic listening to the personal health priorities of their customers, like, I feel like our news this week is only 50% garbage.
Yeah. And you know what? 50% garbage is better than 100% garbage.
That's just fucking math.
I know, right? I'm pleased. I'm excited. I feel like between Pokemon Go, like, actually working with your Fitbit and fucking cells at work getting a bunch of otaku to actually eat healthier and start exercising, like, Japan is finding ways to make gamers and otaku work out, and I think that's good. Good job, Japan. Let's do that.
All right. I think we're going to do, just this whole like 50% garbage is better than 100% garbage thing reminds me of probably the greatest wrestling promo of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And I'm going to send you a link on our chat, and I'll put this up on our YouTube.
Oh, boy. We have a YouTube?
Not our YouTube. I'm sorry. God, our Facebook. You know what? And no, there is no fifth member of the cast who runs our YouTube. Like, no, it's just the four of us. So, sorry. Like, that was just Brian misspeaking. There is no YouTube, but I'm going to send you a YouTube link that I'll put up on our Facebook. And I want a live reacts to Tegan seeing the best use of math ever.
This isn't going to be like when I saw the teeth, right?
Oh, no. This is not like the teeth.
Okay.
And you will totally see how you saying 50% garbage is better than 100% garbage reminded me of this.
Okay. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Okay. There you go.
What? 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 That's not how math works. This other guy with the mesh on his hair is like, that's not how math works. This is a lot of math, and I don't think he's doing it right. Wow. Oh, Jesus. What? What was that? What the fuck was that? Wow, I don't think that's how math works. I don't think that's how math works.
So that is the Scott Steiner math promo. It's kind of famous. I'm a fan. It's also why I own a t-shirt that says 141 2/3% chance of winning.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That was,
So that
was our show.
Well, I think we need to tell the good people what came out on Steam today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
we do have to look at Steam.
Yes. So let's see here. We got 7 games on Steam today. There were 143 games that came out on Steam yesterday. So far today we have Valor and Victory, a fast-playing, easy-to-learn World War II squad-based game system. V&V gets you into the action quickly without requiring you to learn a lot of minutia and unnecessary detail. It is in early access. Key features: a squad-level tactics strategy WW2 game, 12 scenarios based around real events shortly after the Normandy landings. Play as British, American, or Axis forces. Use support weapons like MGs, mortars, smoke grenades, and more to gain the advantage. It has tanks. Play against it has tanks as a bullet point. Let's see here. Invaders from Dimension X is a solitaire game depicting battles between the crack 124th Galactic Marine Raider Battalion, nicknamed the Old Reprobates of the United States Alliance Defense Force. Is this from the same people who just put up the fucking World War II game?
Is it?
I'm double checking.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, it is!
Oh, no! What the hell?
Classy. Alright, that's classic Steam. Alright, I was like, these looks similar. Next up is Puzzles for Smart, birds. Jesus Christ. Fair, Tegan, fair. Puzzles for Smart, birds, for fans of popular puzzles of different complexity. Collect puzzle with image of these beautiful birds. From Losh Dmitry Sergevich.
Okay.
Which requires a suspiciously strong Yep, okay, alright, it's one of those.
Suspiciously strong graphics card.
Yep. It's been a while since we've had one of those on the show.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Next up is Alchemy Classic. Love puzzles? Create animals, dinosaurs, machines, and much more by solving challenging puzzles. Create elements. Create the world. Amazing discoveries await you for $2.99. Solve 507 puzzles in quest mode. Huh. It's an alchemy puzzle game. So weird. Next up is Super Blasting Boy. A logical platformer made in the best tradition of retro games from the late 80s and 90s. Ooh, this is a wow. Alright. Super Blasting Boy is a Meat Boy ripoff of Super Meat Boy.
Oh.
Like, to the point where, like, they are, like, ripping the aesthetic hard, and it looks like the movement speed and the wall jumps and the wall stickiness, like, this looks like Super Meat Boy.
Uh-oh.
For, like, $1.19.
Uh-oh.
Then we've got Game Wizards Demo, which appears to have already been pulled. By the time I clicked it, it just goes back to the main page.
Uh-oh.
Then lastly, Miami Cruise. Miami Cruise is a game inspired by retro wave aesthetics. Take a ride and chill out. Oh, this is vaporwave dog shit.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Yep. You're a hover car driver on an infinite beautiful map. You need to dodge other cars that will come across in order to stay alive. By getting close to them, you will gain score and increase your combo. Keep your feet on the accelerator if you want to keep your combo. Never get off the road too long or you might die. Take a ride and chill out. Okay. Well, I think that now that is a show. We'd love if you would leave us some reviews. You can leave them wherever you grab your recordings of us. However, we'd super appreciate it if you leave it on iTunes. There is a sticker I'm working on for folks who leave an iTunes review. Again, that review does not need to be good or bad. It just needs to exist. honestly, if you want to log into iTunes to trash us, that's your deal. But like, I still appreciate it because whether they're good or bad reviews, it increases our visibility on iTunes, which is where most folks get the show. Thank you to Big Sach, who created our theme. You know, now we're getting toward the end of the year. We're starting to think about like, what's our 2019 theme going to be? What's
our Goaty theme going to be?
I know. These are some fucking serious considerations. Sach's work is available on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Big Sach NJ. And you can follow him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Starting on November the 9th, I will be going hard on streaming Hitman 2. Everybody knows that like Hitman is like Brian's true love. I am bought into the gold edition of Hitman 2, which is you get this game before everybody else does edition, because like the normal release is November 13th. But like I will be goddamned if I wait an extra 4 days for that game.
If Brian has to wait an extra 4 days for that game, he will literally die.
Just keel right over, put me in a potato sack and put it in the earth. Like, it's just not good. So looking forward to that. I think what I'll do is I'll just do like one run through all the campaign missions that night, and then we'll start to like dig into the maps and really explore them after that. Because if you have any experience with Hitman, you know that those maps are like big, beautiful clockwork puzzles, and we'll get our level up and on every map, and then we'll start building some contracts. So we're gonna have a lot of Hitman content, but ... not until November 9th. I do know that Rocky is still streaming Dragon Quest XI off and on, you know, depending on like when he's up for it. Follow us on Twitter, so that way you'll get a notification when he goes live to play Dragon Quest. Tegan, is there any game out there right now which is going to lure you back into that streaming game?
I'm probably going to watch you play Hitman. That'll be fun. But like, I've never streamed for us.
You have?
No, I haven't.
Nier Automata.
Oh, I did stream Nier Automata. Dang! Maybe.
Think on it.
What's coming out? What's coming out? Let me think. I have to think. Wow, I might.
How about Horse Balls and Cowboys?
I could do that. Well, I mean, Alex would do that. But we could do it together, I guess.
Everybody loves Horse Balls and Cowboys.
We could give it a shot for the time that we have it.
Here you go.
We'll see.
Everyone loves it. Hang out with us on social media. You know, where we have a Facebook, we have a Twitter, we have a Tumblr, and our fourth co-host keeps track of our Insta. You know, Festevil Horrorbody. We will be back next week. Happy Halloween. And as Festevil Horrorbody said at the beginning of the show, please go vote next week, guys.
Please do it.
Yeah, you know, like I hate.
I don't care who you vote for. I care that you vote.
Please be engaged. Please participate, and if you have it in you and you have the ability to do stuff like, you know, get people to the polls and give folks rides, you know, do that. Like our process thrives because of participation.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Bye. And this is where Rocky says later.
And so this is where I'll say goodbye, everybody.
God, no, go away.